Hello beautiful people, this is Ruthie Wise. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that every time I upload a video you're gonna be notified. Okay, so in this series of things I'm learning in my 20s, today I want us to talk about how to move on from a situationship. You can call it a humiliationship, also you can call it a manipulationship. Like if you're in one of those ships, ships that are only draining you, ships that are stagnating, they're not moving forward, they're not going backward, you're just there, you are mark timing. If that's the kind of ship you are in, now this is for you. Okay, so we are going to talk about things that can help you move on from such a ship. And we all know that a relationship that's not working, it's like an opium, it's like a drug. Like, it is not easy to move on from that. I don't know what happens, but when you're in a relationship that's not working, you find yourself giving it chances all the time, thinking that maybe you are the one who is not understanding. You're always giving yourself excuses as to why you're not moving on. But now today we are going to talk about a few things, and one of the things you should do, you should write down at least 5 things you don't like about that person. Because there's no way you can be in a relationship with someone you don't like 5 or more than 5 things you don't like about. You will be shocked that you can even write up to 10 things you don't like about them. So the first thing you do is to write the things you don't like about this person. And if they reach up to 5, my friend, okay, you don't deserve that relationship, that situationship. Okay, now that you have written the things you don't like about that person, now you go to the next step. Now you ask yourself these questions. Number 1, what do I get from this person? Okay, what do I really get from this person? That's a very vital question to ask yourself. What do this person bring to my table, to the table? What do I really get? Okay, then when you find an answer to that, then go to the other. Maybe it will shock you that you get nothing from that person. Instead, they drain you. Now you go to the next question. Ask yourself, now that I know this person's weakness, if I were to meet them again in life, would I choose them? Now I know they can lie, I know they are very unreliable, I know they are rude, I know they are manipulative. If by chance I meet them again knowing who they are, would I give them a chance? If no, then you don't deserve that relationship. The other question, ask yourself, how many times do I compromise for this person versus how many times they compromise for you? Okay, how many times? If it is the ratio is imbalanced, then you are going to see how much you don't need that situationship. Because if all the time you're the one who compromises, you are the one who lowers your standards for that person to stay, then it means you don't need them to begin with. Okay, and now moving on, you are going to ask yourself, am I better? Now this is very important. Am I better as a result of this person being in my life, or am I worse? Like, do these people bring the best out of me or the worst out of me? That's very important to ask yourself. Are you a better version now that you have them in your life? Or do you now lie and you couldn't lie before? Are they making you even, cheat on them because they are so insufficient? So are they bringing out a version of you that you don't like, or are they making you a better version? Now, another question is, what do I get from this person? And can I live, or can I do without it? Can I do without what they offer? Can I do without what they offer? I know, right? Maybe this person is the one paying your bills, so you have to ask yourself, can I do without what they offer to me? Can I? So if the answer is no, then you don't need them. Then why, the other question is, why is everything that I viewed as good about this person actually is not enough? Because the fact that you are in this relationship, it means there's something you saw about them, but now all of a sudden it's not enough. So ask yourself, why is everything I thought was good about them, now it's not enough? Then you're going to see maybe you are blinded, you mistook love with infatuation or something of the sort. And then the other thing, if my best friend was in a relationship like that one, what would I tell them? That situationship, if it's your friend, what would you tell them? Ask yourself. The other thing, why is the love I felt for them a reflection of how great I am other than how great they are? Sometimes you realize you are with them because you are so great, you are so understanding, you're so kind. It's not like they are that way. So the love, the relationship, it's as a result of how great you are, not how great they are. The fact that you dated 2 years, it's not because they were great, it is because you are great. You are so patient, you are so tolerating, you are so kind. That's why you stayed. So ask yourself, if the love you have towards that person is a reflection of how great you are or how great they are. So having asked yourself these questions, then you will have an answer. Because probably if it is a situationship, then I'm sure there's no question I've listed here that you're going to answer positively. You're going to realize they don't bring the best version out of you. You're going to realize that the love you have for them is a reflection of how great you are, not how great they are. You're going to realize if your best friend was in that kind of a situationship, you're not going to entertain, you're not going to, to advise them to stay. You're going to realize that if you met them after knowing who they are, you're not going to give them a chance. And you're also going to realize that they barely brought nothing to the table. So it is up to you. Now you have the tips. Till next time, toodles.